ain't tripping ranking. Just in here, man, trying to get my hours up and stuff. So, just chilling, bro. I just want to come in here, tap in, do a little live or whatever. So I might do it now. I might do it a little later on. I don't know what's going on with my lives, y'all. But it's saying I've been on live for 31 hours. And I know I ain't been on here for 31 hours. But hey, somebody come tap in, and maybe I might get the 31 hours of time watched. It's a glitch in the system.
Interview with Dirk and things to that nature, G Herbo, Polo G, all of these people, especially when it came down to your War Chirac era or whatever, with everything that you've covered with the Chicago culture, did this interview, did it make you look at Chicago a little differently, or was you more so looking at, just Kanye, period, within himself?
Well, I definitely say that, Chicago, I think is just, first of all, Chicago is a super multifaceted place, because if you could think about...
You better say that.
Think about me interviewing Dirk, and then think about me interviewing Kanye, there's different ways of it with Kanye.
I don't know what's going on.
And Wackman thought I was a good guy trying to get to Japan. I really do look at this guy.
Something's wild here. I need somebody to come in this thing. Cause something ain't right with his live. I need somebody to come in here. Yeah, something ain't right. Something just ain't right. Okay. I don't even want to talk. This academic shit. We're gonna go online. We're gonna go online. Let's see. We need to watch this one with just deleted or not. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out how they still got me online. They said I've been on live for 31 hours. Y'all know, I know that ain't right. But anyway, we're gonna start this academic thing, man. They said I've been on live for 31 hours. It's a glitch in the matrix or something, y'all. Cause I know I ain't been on my live for no. I ain't got premium, so y'all might hear these little commercials through here and there, so. Yeah, man, so what y'all think about these tariffs, man? These tariffs have made things kind of crazy out here. Like, we actually getting to know the real price of things out here, y'all. Like, the real price of things is crazy. Like, we paying, 5 and 6 times as much as worth as it costs to make it. I don't know if y'all seen...
Everyone knows the Logan Paul.
Alright, come on, y'all.
Probably top 10 worst things to...
Alright, y'all, just delete it. Oh, we got a clown in here. Yeah, but yeah, okay, cool. That's cool. But yeah, we got a clown in here. But yeah, we about to listen to Delete It. We're gonna let you run it up. Call me whatever you want to call me, bro. So yeah.
Ever happened to America. And I do think the birth of Logan Paul is much worse than 9/11.
Nah, that gotta be ag. There's Pearl Harbor, World War II, the Tulsa Massacre, and then academics. And academics to me is worse than all that. I feel like when academics was born, the whole...
It's crazy. We got somebody here. They don't even have a picture. They ain't got a picture. They talking shit. Like, oh, really?
The world shook. We had an earthquake, a bad weather storm, a tsunami. I think crops stopped growing. We had a water drought. I think we even had...
I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
California
Hey, what's
Fighters.
up? What's up, Clone Wars? That's one of my favorite cartoons, the Clone
I
Wars.
think at this point everybody knows I cannot stand academics.
We in here
I
watching
don't like
Deleted, bro. Talk about academics and top 5 bitch ass.
So I got
You
tagged to
an
the
old
video
hater,
of
nigga.
academics.
You an old hater, bitch.
Academic.
What
This
you talking
man's
about
on
out there,
live
bitch?
stream, straight up gossiping like a schoolgirl,
This nigga is trash.
gassing up top 5 on the phone. You really hyping him up to crash out on.
What you
Kendrick
got going
Lamar
on, Clone
when
Wars?
Kendrick
What you
pulls
got
up to
going on,
Canada
though?
for the
What's
GMA
happening with you
Yeah, but let me
today?
tell you something about Kendrick. Kendrick sucks, and he's abusing SZA. What do you think is gonna happen when he comes to my city?
Yo,
This is my.
I'm
Listen,
his word.
This man say Kendrick is abusive. I gotta do my what they call it? I gotta do my Hassan Camel on that one. They say that okay, Clone War, that's cool, yeah, I just chillin'. Thank you for watching the show, man. Like, subscribe, and probably share to anybody you want to share to. But yeah, man, we in here.
It's word that they got a special video that when they come to that Rogers Arena or the Rogers Stadium, they're about to drop a video.
These guys are mad because Kendrick go, hey, so he came to Atlanta the other day, sold out show. I'm pretty sure it's at least the third.
So you're telling me right now?
Yes.
Because I know he went to, I think it was Minneapolis, I think it was Houston, then I think it was Atlanta. If I'm not mistaken.
What are we doing here? You supposed to be a journalist, not the lunchroom instigator. Trying to get to a.
DJ Academics one of them people, he like to throw the rock and hide his hand. And I can't stand people like that. I don't like people like that. If you don't like me, tell me you don't like me. That's cool. Ain't no pressure, bro. I ain't gotta be around you. I just get the hell away from you.
Graders to throw hands behind the bleachers. This dude over here basically shaking the can of soda.
Yeah, man, my internet kind of slow. It said you're lagging a little. Yeah, man, something is up with this live. I don't know what's going on. So, when I started the live, it said I was already 31 hours in. So they're saying I've been on live for 31 hours. I don't know. So something probably going wrong with YouTube. It has to be because that's a glitch. It never did that to me before, ever. It's saying I've been on live 31 hours, 42 minutes, and 43 seconds. How? I know, bro, I've been sleeping today, bro. I ain't been on no live. This thing lagging. They're talking about it lagging on the other side, man. Come on, bro. Yeah, I know, right? That's crazy. Yeah, it's been a lot of crazy stuff going on, man. Like, what you think about these tariffs, man? Like, they saying that China, they saying them folk lost like 300 million jobs. Like, how? Where? When? Do you think they really lost 300 million jobs, or do you feel like, they're lying? We gotta go back. We're gonna run it back, y'all. We gotta run it back. You know, matter of fact, I'm just gonna have to play a video I got saved on here because this taking too long. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, Bridget. Hold on, I gotta play something that ain't copyrighted, y'all. Give me a second.
Everyone knows the
I think this is the one I was trying to do anyway.
Yo,
thing, rhinoceros, forehead, kept me waiting 48 minutes ass nigga. Fuck going on?
Yo, Wack, man, I'm gonna take the credit, man. They got you on the fire, man. They said Wack ain't sounding the same no more, man.
What you mean?
They say your tone done changed, man. They say you went from doubling down to saying you were trolling the whole time.
No. Oh,
See, Act know how to play with Wack. This is the craziest part. Act know how to actually play with Wack. And Act think that, well, Wack think that Act is his friend, really. And he ain't.
no, first of all, what I said was, after reading that paperwork, like, I don't know that dude. You gotta remember, it's like, all right, Act, me and you.
Yeah.
Ever since we met, right? Everything we do, it be about building on some business somehow, some way, right?
That's a fact.
And it's like you going to read some paperwork.
Hey, so what happened with what happened with them though? I'm trying to figure out what happened with Evergrande them.
When you see I'm doing all that kind of shit right now, you're gonna be like, I don't know that Wack, right? And only thing I did say was when it came to the family, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I can let you hear so much shit people call me with and telling me shit, and I know they be trying to get me to run with it so they can say, look at that stupid motherfucker, we fed him some bullshit and he ran with it, right? They do that, right? So when if you ask me right now, Wack, when your brother died,
Hold on. It said, imagine you are Chinese and buy a home in advance, and instead of the company using the money to build the homes, they use it to buy more land and sell more future homes. It says they tried to keep this Ponzi going, but no Ponzi can go on. Yeah, you're right about that. No Ponzi can go on forever. That's true. That's crazy. Why would they do that? It's a Ponzi scheme. That's why they doing it. I mean, once your stuff come out, you know, everybody gonna know, and it's, you know what I mean. But yeah, let's keep going with this
year,
conversation.
everything. Certain shit you don't forget when somebody was murdered. So when she first called me, and I'm like, yo, so when your brother get killed? And she told me 2022, right then, I thought the bitch was a troll. I ain't gonna lie. Cause I'm reading the article that says 2021. And then when she started telling me certain shit about the DNA, bro, when we parole out here from the penitentiary, you cannot walk out of that prison until you give them a swab inside.
That's how they find out that Big U DNA was up under this man's fingernail. But at the end of the day, you know, it's conflicting stories, because I've actually heard that they asked Big U for his DNA. Now Wack is contradicting that, because he's saying whenever you get in trouble and you go to prison and you get out, they take a sample of your DNA, which is feasible. It's an agreed plan and simple. Yep.
So cheap for your DNA. It's just mandatory. I'm gonna tell you why. They come through that prior to. So if you're wanted in New York or Kentucky or Miami, they say you're paroling from CDC into the custody because they want you over there. They got 45 days to come get you. You know what I'm saying? Because if I leave some saliva in the fountain blue and a crime happened and they swab it, it's gonna come back me.
Wack, listen. You know, first of all, I think you're a little bit backtracking when you're doing it for the wrong reason.
I'm not backtracking shit. When TMC told me the family's authentic,
see, I got two different things going on. So we got Wack and them talking, but okay, so it's a good thing because China actually dropped the 125% tariff. So it's like they're seeing now that they basically need that job. Okay, I can feel that. Hey, Slum Dog, what's up? Slum. I'm talking about Slum Dog. What happened, big dog? Um, okay, I see what you're saying, Slum. Hey, you right though, big dog. You right, Slum. I see exactly what you're saying. Y'all keep coming with this tariff stuff, man.
Telling you, it's a big TMZ interview got done a week ago, bro. They said, whack, Harvey, I call Harvey like I call you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Harvey said, whack, the family's authentic. We seen them, we sat out with them, we did a big interview, it's coming. Right? Once he told me that, right, it was what it was. But other than that, I'm not, nigga, I'm gonna be real, bro. Like, I'm gonna tell you, some people I know how I know them. Fuck they past. I didn't meet Big U till 04. So whatever the fuck he did in the 80s and 90s, bro, I don't know that Big U. The Big U I know is trying to figure out how to start a label. How can he do this? How can he do that? We didn't do that type of shit. I today don't do that kind of shit.
Hey, Wack, I'm all the way in your corner with it. I think you just need to tell people like, nigga, because you know they're thinking, yo, you knew a little bit too much. Well, like, no, Wack is just smart. Wack know how to put.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. This tariff thing, at least 3 more years in them. Trump got 3 more years. Hey, Sloan, hit the like button if you ain't hit it yet. This whole tariff thing, man, it's basically putting pressure on different countries, especially China. You see what happened maybe a month back when most of the countries were adhering to the tariffs, and Donald Trump basically scaled it back. Was like, I'm okay. So for 90 days, since y'all playing the game with us, we ain't even gonna even, put the tariffs on y'all. So for 90 days, y'all clear. But he kept raising it on China. First it was I think 90 something, then it went to 100, then it just kept going up to 125. And now it's looking like, because I think what's really killing the jobs is, I really feel like it's so cheap to make the stuff in China to where it's like everybody actually has a job. They're not outsourcing their jobs to we ain't even gonna say they're not outsourcing their jobs to computers. They're not outsourcing their jobs to AI and stuff like that. So a lot of them still got their factory jobs, but being that they make it so cheap and the tariffs went up to 125%, they're not able to actually pay their workers, because the tariffs are so high to take everything from China and bring it to America. That's what I think. Now, don't get me, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I feel. That's what I think. So yeah. It's definitely
a little bit too much weird though.
It's definitely a great negotiating tool, because hey, they and all that, man. A lot of people don't understand that.
Know too much.
They fail to know the details before they indict them. Like usually that's kind of rare. Like if the police.
Motherfucker, I played the record, but the only details we do is what was on the record and what Brick Baby. Now Brick Baby, now we done ran through this shit. I done read it 3 times. I gotta retract. Brick Baby ain't do no the indictment act.
You did say Brick Baby was working. Is he working?
No, you know.
Brick Baby is not in the indictment because Brick Baby don't got no ties to Big U. That's why he's not in the indictment. Brick Baby got an indictment for something totally different. Like Brick Baby's indictment is for the guns, the stuff he did with his baby.
while loose cannons in there. You know why? Brick Baby was a victim. He got extorted too.
Oh, so what Whack 100 saying is, Whack 100 said Brick Baby was extorted by Big U too. So that okay, so that even gives Brick Baby more of leverage to even get out of jail, because they're looking at Brick Baby, even though he's under an indictment, he's not under the federal indictment that Big U is under. And then besides all of that, y'all, you got to think about it like this. If Brick Baby ain't under indictment, he's getting extorted by Big U. He got leverage to still get out of jail again, bro.
Nah, I don't.
If you read the paperwork, bro,
Whack, you can't get extorted while you're doing a crime. You know what I mean? Like,
no bullshit.
It's like going to the police station saying, "Yo, they robbed me for my cocaine." They're gonna be like, "Nigga,
No. See, this is what you're not understanding, bro. Brick Baby did a move that had nothing to do with nobody.
But it's a crime. Is it a crime?
Yeah, but listen, they found out. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
They found out Brick Baby called a nigga and robbed a nigga's plug. Somehow they found out about Brick Baby's move that ain't got nothing to do with nobody. So what they say is Brick Baby gotta pay us half. Right?
So that means Big U might have been working with them people too. Because how if I do a crime, I gotta pay you half? Look, that I did the shit by my. That's like I go rob a bank for $1 million right now, and you call me and be like, "Yeah, man, we know you robbed this bank or whatever, but you owe us $500,000." Like, yeah, that sound like somebody working.
They got Brick Baby waiting and hot. So when they went and said Brick Baby,
Hey, Sloan, yeah, that blackmail, extortion, blackmail. You know the Fed way to call it extortion. Yeah, snitching too. Snitching, extortion, all of it the same thing, because it's like almost like the scenario I just put up. If I say I go rob a bank for $1 million, you say, "Hey, I know you robbed the bank for $1 million. Check it out. Let me get 500,000. But then on top of all that, what if I don't give you 500,000? Is you gonna tell on me, my nigga?" So that's what we dealing with right here. We dealing with niggas who talking. And the way this shit mixed up, bro, I don't know who talk. I don't know if a Brick Baby, loose cannon. At this point, I think everybody telling on Big U.
And they squeezy. Brick Baby drop a bag off and said it's 5,000 to 7,000 in it. That's your ass. They squeezing it. They had nothing to do with the move. When they count it, it's in the paperwork, it's 2,000 to 3,000. They say, "Oh no, we gotta go find this nigga." So guess who went to find the nigga? The police. So what they used was that little pop shit to get the warrant. When they came in there,
You said a little pop shit. So when Quando them went to LA, my nigga. See all this but see they saying Dirk might get next week. Now they saying Dirk might get bond. They say he might bond out because a couple of the things that was in the Lil Durk case, tying him to Lil Pop being unalive, they basically saying that, it's and the thing, but see, this why I think Dirk messed up. Dirk had them go way over there, bro. Man, that like, I live in Atlanta. When I flew to LA, take 4 hours. Take 4 hours. You flew these people from the East Coast to the West Coast and then flew them back. If they able to tie you into that any type of way, and they were the people who actually had something to do,
they gonna do that.
Stop.
There it go. You didn't give them people that opportunity. You know why? Because you are now hot. nigga.
Let me ask you a question. You also said that you said Big U essentially was working because he had a BlackBerry phone. He was calling the police.
But that's grid. That's a whole nother. That's a grid contract. That's spelled out in the grid contract.
You also, I know that's a program. Basically, it's like if the guy who's supposed to be the community gang leader that is kind of being a liaison with the police, his job is to call and report certain type of dealings in the community. How could that guy be still like? I feel like you were kind of implicating him, like, yo, he got one for there, one for that,
what I said was,
stay away from him because he working.
When the neighbors called up, August of 2023, right? And said, yo, Alphabet Boys hit his house, took him and his wife. Right? So we wait for 2 days. You know, we watching his IG. No movement. Third day, IG start moving. Now, I think what a lot of these people on social media who really are nobodies to me, because they from Delaware, they from here and there.
They do be trying to troll you. That's a fact.
They don't understand my positioning in the game. One thing you know, I'm tying into everybody that's somebody, somewhere. Straight up. Did you hear what Big U said? If one of you niggas get my contract, I know you stand with all this shit.
That's exactly what Big U said, though. He said, if whoever gonna take over the grid program, I know you working with Wack. That's what they said. That's what Big U said before he turned himself in, y'all.
Okay, no, I'm gonna tell you why.
It's like he's putting that as the main basis of why he's about to go down.
I'm gonna tell you why I wasn't weird.
Okay, tell me.
A lot of shit that I used to say, there's no way I can know. You get what I'm saying? If I went on the internet and start calling you a childhood name that your aunt and uncle called you, right? You're gonna know.
You know my
I had to get that from where? I had to get that from your family, right?
Yep.
So what y'all don't know, that I would say shit that only the 60s know, which told him his homies had to been telling me this shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not from over there. I don't live over there. I don't hang over there. So when I'm saying shit that only a certain generation knows, that only they know, he knows that is some of his people communicate with me. Y'all don't know what I'm saying, but I know what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying?
No, I definitely
right?
get it. Hey, wait.
You got
real quick, because so this is, and I read some comments, and I might be just coming off as someone who read comments, but it didn't make a little sense. They felt this is why they were saying your tone changed today, right? Because I was even looking up this morning, the idea or what's determined as extortion under federal statutes. You lead yourself to some exposure based on, even when you used to run with it, like for example, the Future story. That sounds like extortion. We ran the nigga down the airport and we extracted money from this guy who did not want to give it up. Like, we basically told him,
here goes what you got.
So y'all heard what Wack 100 just said. That's how you know Wack 100 is a liar. Wack 100 say he had a call with Trick. Now he had a call with Trick, and he said Future had owed him some money. They caught Future at the airport, and they chased him. Future said, I never seen or don't know nothing about Wack 100. So that's how you know Wack be telling the truth, but Wack be lying on top of that truth. So it's almost like 100 on 10. It's almost like, yeah, I won the lottery. I might have won $1, but I might tell a nigga, hey man, I won $100 I spent $100 on the lottery ticket. I won $100. I ain't won nothing at all.
Right? Y'all like to add shit to what I said. You know, I'm a bet man academically.
I am too.
I'm a bet man.
I would bet too. But
right? Okay. So I would put up a little small wager. If you can find a clip that say we took any money from Future.
Yeah, but demand.
He said he didn't take. You say he didn't take no money from Future, but he definitely. I heard him say it out of his own mouth. He said that he chased Future them. He chased Future in the airport, and Future came out and said, "Bro, I have never seen this man. I don't know this man. I don't know what you're talking about, bro." And now they're saying, so what? I mean, Act trying to say, "Oh, you extorted Future for some money." No, bruh. Wack lied, bro.
Money and also demanding money. It might not be again extortion, but you see how like in the RICO it said overt act. It show a pattern of trying to extort.
Let me correct you on something.
Go ahead.
When we saw Future Act, if you tell me you're whack, you know the whoop fresh and fit niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gave them niggas 15,000. I went to the motherfucking studio down there when we recorded. Man, that shit was empty. Them niggas had been moved out. They beat me for my bag. Right? Okay. I'm coming through the Beverly Center. I see the fresh and fit niggas.
Okay.
You know me what I'm gonna do.
You gonna holler at them, yo.
I'm gonna say, hey, homie, bro, Act tell me y'all paid for 15,000. What's happening? Hold on. I'm gonna get you on the phone. I've done this a million times, right? Hey, bro, boom, 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 boom. I've had some people say, whack, they just covered the debt a week ago, they took care of me. Or I had some people say, yeah, bro, what's up? Like, we need to fix that, right? So, catching a nigga and taking something from a nigga is one thing, right? But catching a nigga and saying, hey, homie, you took some money from the homie paid you to show up somewhere, you was a no-show.
Oh, so there was an actual legit transaction.
Yeah.
Or people thought it was just like checking in money.
Nah, I ain't never did that with nobody. Y'all just adding shit to it, nigga. Like, how's it checking in money when we mentioned a nigga that he owed? The nigga he owed ain't from California. What the fuck are you talking about? He ain't from California.
Yeah, it's trick, right?
He ain't from California.
You heard him say it. Trick.
This is money that a nigga.
Y'all just heard him say
the
the shit. Trick.
I ain't never did that with
You
nobody.
heard him say it. I just told y'all it was trick. Now listen.
Shit to it, nigga. Like, how's it checking in money when we mentioned the nigga that he owed? The nigga he owed ain't from California. What the fuck are you talking about? He ain't from California.
Yeah, it's trick, right?
That's what he said. It was trick. I just said that, bro. That's what I just said. I just said that shit. Trick. He said trick said Future them owed them some money. Now, the other thing about that's not far-fetched because Future done got sued for not paying people their money. I forget who he signed with, but they on a song called damn, what the name of the song is? Chosen One. I forget the dude's name that's on him with the song Chosen One. But Chosen One, that song got a dude that's on the song with Future, and Future has signed to him.
He ain't from California, so this is money that a nigga didn't pay the nigga, and a nigga ducked off on the nigga. You get what I'm saying? Listen, I ain't gonna say the artist's name, but I've had artists that was tied to me, right? Well, I done ran into niggas, the niggas had jumped out. Whack, we need to holler at you. What's up, homie? Man, we gave your artist, X amount, 2,500 to whoop, nigga, didn't know. You got that? You can show me that? Hold on. Open their phone up. Boom, 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 boom. I see the contract, the transaction. Okay, cool. You know who his manager is, right? Yeah, next time deal with me. What's your cash app? I sell him at 2,500. Right? If you owe a nigga, you owe a nigga. So what I just did was, I'm going to get you off of my artist. I deal with my artist on what I just had to pay on this bill. So when you see him, let him be. Right? That's all it is. You would never find nothing. What it is, I'm noticing you niggas hate me so much they keep adding words to what wasn't said. Because if those words exist, them clips would have been everywhere.
Do you think it's a possibility, since you did roll with Big U at a point, if they got Big U under the gun?
Hey, slow down, bro. I don't run with no nigga.
No, but y'all used to be cool. Y'all
No. What you saw me do
y'all used to have a
with
table.
6ix9ine.
That's what you used to say.
Hold on. What you saw me do with 6ix9ine, what you see me do with every other dude I do business with, even yourself, Troy Ave, all this shit. You saw me with Troy Ave at your spot. You saw me at Troy Ave in the motherfucking St. Thomas.
You used to be at the
Hold on. No, he ain't. Ain't no difference. You saw me with Troy Ave at St. Thomas, right?
But you know,
I ain't seen Troy Ave in 18 months. I didn't talk to him 10, 20, 30 times. Let's get this right. Wacky don't run with no nigga.
So it's strictly
you would never catch me with no nigga, nobody, unless I'm on tour with my artist 2 days in a row. It ain't gonna happen.
What I'm saying, listen, they're about to put the squeeze on Big U. Is there any, people were thinking maybe they're getting nervous because Big U might say, yo, if I'm locked up, bring Mike down too. He did this with me back in the day. He used to extort all them rap niggas.
Wait, first of all, I'm gonna be real. There was no extorting no rappers at our table. That's why it was a table. You get what I'm saying? In that era, and I don't know if you was around yet, that 07, 08 era till about 2019, you heard very minimum niggas out here getting robbed, niggas videos getting shot up, niggas studios getting ran up in. You start seeing big Crip and Blood concerts together on the lineup, right? You didn't hear none of that shit going on.
The extortion.
Kendrick brought all that shit to a full fruition though. Kendrick brought all the gangs together. All of them.
That's what your
holding down there.
That's what your table was for, bro. The table
and there was no money involved.
Resources.
So there was no money involved. Like no.
It was just I personally, okay, for instance, the Migos, right?
Okay.
You know they're my guys, right?
Of course. The
whole
QCP thing.
Okay, pull it up. The Migos did a free concert for him in Pomona. That happened on my phone. There ain't no fucking extortion. Hey, bro, y'all gonna be in town? Yeah. Hey, can y'all come through, do a 30-minute set for the kids? Boom, 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 boom. All right, I'm gonna put you with him. He doing a thing for the kids. I just let him promote. Whack, we'll pull up.
Could the fans look at, I'm not saying that specific, but look at something like that to be like, these guys are getting pressured to do these
bro,
favors.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. These is kids, nigga, who used to be in the back of my Rolls Royce telling me to take them to Taco Bell. Get the fuck out of here, bro. If that's the case, nigga, I'm getting pressure when I get calls, right? What up? Man, this going on. You think you can help get this shit clear? Because we trying to put the song out. Let me call the producer. I know. It's the producer named Harv or something. They fucked up the deal. They did agree. But he is a singer. He does deserve something. Okay, cool, Harv. Whatever you feel you can do, if anything, it will be appreciated. Harv said, Whack, I'll give him 10, 15 points. No problem. It didn't go to me. It went to the fucking kid, but I just happen to know the little nigga. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, y'all can't say a nigga making a nigga give him money is extortion, and then you saying a nigga calling for favors is extortion. If that's the case, nigga, I done been extorted a bunch of times. So have you. I extorted you to get Cannon on your show.
What his name?
Yes or no?
And by the way, no. Yo,
I called you, right?
No, here's the thing, though. I think how the fans are looking at you. You know, even like, for example, let's say, and I know I'm going left field, if alleged sex trafficking. When they put...
I got nothing to do with that shit,
No, hold on. I'm not accusing you.
We're not going to have no sex trafficking.
No, whack.
Find an example.
No, hold on, wait.
I don't let y'all control the narrative.
No. I'm trying to make a point. I'm trying to make a point.
You don't have this convo about me.
Hold on.
Make a point with something different.
Whack. Let me just make this point. A lot of times when they allege certain shit, right? It's like the same for like,
the man act. Yeah, I get you.
Oh, okay.
I've been saying that to people.
Hold on.
Like, bro, that shit's sex trafficking.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Once they're looking at Big U, other than the murder, as he was doing extortion. So anything.
Yeah, but slow down. No, slow down. The only extortion they have him on is the individual that he was making pay. I don't see no artist in there.
No, hold on.
That he made pay. The only other nigga I see was AB, the boxer.
Those basketball players or whatever, even though they don't call it.
No, that's not extortion.
Wait,
That's
hold
not-
on.
they not-
Wait.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they say
That's
that's. No, wait. What? You gotta let me
We're talking about extortion.
I
nigga.
know, but
Don't mention them.
Yeah, but
they're not saying he extorted them.
yo, it's under when they put it under the RICO Act. That's why I keep saying these things about.
It's not for extortion.
Hold
They
on.
put them under because they donated to the nonprofit.
But what I'm
And
trying
he
to say.
moved the nonprofit money to his personal account. That's the embezzlement.
Yeah, so they have it for investment, but they also
Now
they,
that part is true what he said. That part true. If I have a nonprofit organization and I ask some folks to be like, hey man, can I get 50,000 for the kids? Can you donate to my nonprofit organization? And you give me 50 off the rip. You be like, okay, I'll give you 50. And I take the whole 50 and put it in my bank account and spend it, that's embezzlement. But if I take the 50,000 and let's just say I take 30,000 and give it to the actual my organization to help children, and I keep 20 for myself, that looks better because it looks like you're paying yourself, but you're also taking the same money that you're paying yourself with, but you're taking more of it and giving it out to your organization that you have for these children. That's all I'm saying.
have it framed almost like these are
don't.
ways these guys basically had to give money. They don't call it extortion, you're right? They don't.
No, they don't. I'm gonna tell you why they don't. I'm gonna tell you why. The dude, Dale Monster, right? He told the cops he was being extorted for money. You get what I'm saying? You have to have the ball player say he made me or he extorted me. None of them gonna say that, bro, because them was his real friends. I put him with Shaq, so I know how he met Shaq. These dudes is his real friends, right? Draymond Green, that's his partner. Him and Draymond Green like me and you. Them niggas is close.
Of course,
Yeah,
they're not gonna
bro.
say it. They're not gonna say it, but that's where the wiretaps come in. Like, for example, even that
But I never seen nowhere in there where Big U insinuated he was extorting any other ball players.
Well, he pretty much insinuates that nothing could go on in LA without him getting pretty much a. So again,
No,
it's just
but that ain't, bro. See,
Whack,
listen, bro.
it's the same
No,
thing when they mention
listen.
your incident. Like they mentioned the incident, nothing happened in the incident, but it furthers this idea and it furthers the allegation that Big U's running an enterprise that's trying to harm people. Yeah, nothing happened to you.
No, his enterprise is his enterprise, right? And that's him talking, right? So what I'm saying is this, bro. Okay, we ran a clip today where he was saying, hey, we trying to help the kids get prom dresses and tuxedo rentals, right? I forgot about this shit. He like, yo, bro, all you motherfuckers that be calling me for whatever, y'all ain't looking out. The dudes that have looked out, he named me as one of them. Whack 100 looked out, shout out to Whack 100. There was a few other people he named, right? It's simple. Hey, bro, what up? Hey, man, we trying to do this shit for the kids. All right, cool. You doing up on the organization? Yeah, all right, cool. Here go a check. Here go $1,000. Here go $2,000. We right on there for whatever, right? That's not extortion. That's called a nigga, right? Help with a cause. That's what that is. Right, that's all that.
Again, Whack. I'm not saying it's textbook extortion, but when you put it under a RICO Act, it's convincing to make the case that this person was operating in that realm.
Yo, hey, listen.
Let me ask you a question. Why do you think they put? Why would they put?
Fucking law.
Hold on. Why would they put that incident? Let me ask you this question. Why would they put that? Or even put Big U talking about the altercation with you in the podcast. Why would they? He's not charged for that. Why would they put it there unless they're trying to paint the picture that this nigga, when he says, I want somebody.
You gotta ask the feds, nigga. I'm not the motherfucking feds, nigga. Fuck you asking me for? You already asked me some stupid shit talking about. Why would they talk to me, nigga? You just said it. Is he charged for it?
It's listed as an overact. What I'm trying to say is that
charged for it.
All of these things they put in the indictment is to make the case. It's making the case that this nigga has been extorting a bunch of people.
Is he charged for it? Do they have a statement from WAC 100?
No, I never said that. But I said
shut the fuck up talking to me about it, bro. You bitch ass niggas on some real shit. I'm gonna speak from my heart. You
like WAC know how to run that narrative. I ain't gonna say how Wack know the narrative. Wack know how to run that motherfucker. He know how to put that shit in the Dulo twist. Shout out to Kwame Brown. Shout out to Kwame Brown. Y'all check out Kwame Brown Bus Life. Go from there and then you can go to all the other channels up under that. Kwame Brown Bus Life. They try to put that man in the Dulo twist.
Bitch ass niggas on one side and say, oh, Big, you don't fuck with WAC. I say, well, I don't fuck with you. Now, you see a 4-year fucking investigation. The whole time, me and this nigga didn't fuck with each other, and you want to put me in his shit.
No, I never put you in this shit. The only thing I said is that I think if the feds is doing their due diligence, it would be absolutely stupid that they mention your name a few times as somebody that Big U wanted to harm, and there was an incident that could have went bad, and they never even tried to ask you a question. That would sound crazy. Like if
ask me a question for what?
Even if you say I'm not answering no question, but at least be like, hey, listen, we have this.
Hey, no, I bet you this. Let's do this, Let's bet 100,000.
That one.
Because all the paperwork gonna come out. PSI, everything gonna come out. Let's bet 100,000 right now. I'm telling you, feds ain't never asked me shit about this man. I've been the 47 years of my life I've been living. No, the feds or no other motherfucking law enforcement agency.
No, so what? Right now, they ask you, but I think they would try to talk to you. And here's the thing: even if they did ask you, even if they did ask you, you realize you can do a proffer that you can do a proffer that keeps you out of a grand jury and keeps you out of court.
Let's bet 100,000. Stop playing with my name.
No, I'm not saying you did that.
See, Wack know how to play with. DJ Academics know how to play with Wack. He know how to get that information up out of him, you know, and he know how to play the game. Like sometimes it ain't what you do, is how you do it. And Act, he know how to do it. He know how to play with Wack though.
I'm playing with my Act. Listen, we friends, but I don't give a fuck about no friendship. You playing with my name like that, cause guess what, Act? I didn't let nobody play with your name, nigga, when you had your situation. Stop playing with my name. Give me the same motherfucking respect. Listen to me. Give me the same motherfucking respect I gave you. And you was actually on audio saying some shit. And I didn't let nobody play with your name. Don't mention no proffer or no other shit like that with my name. Because I ain't never been tied to none of that.
Nobody's accusing you of shit. Just like how you say, right? Yo, Brick, they came and they got a gun. If they got the AK,
that's documented.
Hold on. But if they got it,
documented.
Hold on. Wait a second. If they got it and you don't have a court date or blah 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 blah, we have to deduce these things. What I'm saying is that, like, put it like this. If I was in a,
did they say a crime happened?
Wait, hold on.
Did anybody get hurt when we got into it?
Wait, hold on. I would say it said, put my name in there, and my name is not there, but put my name in there. If it said, say, Big U and his people try to run down on Act and try to slap him, and they were like, fuck Act, they were talking about me a bunch. If they came to lock up Big U, I would imagine at some point they would be like, yo, hey, Act, you can lawyer up if you want. You can say no, but yo, are you down to sit down with us? Because here's the thing. they could turn me again. I've been saying you're not listen. If you definitely talk to them, you can listen to the victim. So I wouldn't say you talk to them at all. But did they attempt to? I think it's reasonable to say they would attempt to talk to you. I would think they would attempt to talk to me if I was in that position.
If they would have attempted, then I would be a victim. It would be victim 4, victim 5.
No, if they attempted to talk to
Victim
you, you have to cooperate to someone to them to be a victim. You get what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, you know why? You know why they wouldn't attempt to talk to me?
Why not? Yeah, this is what I want to know.
Because it's a chance that I'm gonna say something.
What do you mean?
They already know who's running around calling the boy a snitch. They know I'm already saying he cooperating with the 77th Street Division. They pull me down in there talking about some shit about this nigga. I'm gonna be like, this nigga hot as a motherfucking cayenne pepper. It's a fact. They know I'm going to the moon.
Now, here's the other thing. Whack. Just to be very clear, I'm not accusing you of nothing. I'm just looking at how I would think they would try to.
You niggas want me to be part of a hey bro.
No, I don't.
This is why I say you a square. What about this RICO have you noticed when it comes to the people involved? Let me see if your mind even works this way.
They're all stupid and they keep incriminating themselves but you.
No. Let me tell you something about Big U. Big U fuck with certain people certain ways for certain reasons, right? Big U don't do no dirt with no nigga that ain't from his neighborhood. You ain't noticed every nigga right there from his neighborhood?
Yeah.
Every nigga right there from his neighborhood. Big U does not fuck with niggas because guess why? He feels he can't control it.
Okay.
He do something with a nigga over here from another neighborhood, right? And a nigga get out on him. He can't control it.
Okay.
If you look at the paperwork, every nigga's from his neighborhood. I'm gonna be real. We don't, my team, my circle, my table, we didn't make money off of extorting, bro. Like, that ain't even no money. Did you see the dollar amount? What is that?
$2,000 a week, you know what I mean?
Okay, well,
gas money, what's the problem?
Yeah, but okay, so where is 10 people make money off 1,000?
Okay. So basically, you're saying Big U was a low-level hustler that was extorting for a small business.
No, what I'm saying is, I just learned when I read that paperwork, right, about all that shit, because I'm like, this shit crazy. $500? Niggas saying we reduced you down to $1,500. And then the crazy part about it is, his pickup man is backdooring him. He's telling the victim, don't answer the phone when you call. He gonna ask you for $5,000, don't answer the phone. And then another one, he says, I'm only gonna give you $1,000 out of this $1,500, so you just gave me $1,000. So your middleman, like, I'm looking at this shit like, that's some real clown shit. Hey, not only are you extorting the nigga for a stack or two.
Like, that didn't really sound too good, because he said the numbers ain't sound. He said, I'm only gonna give Big U 1,000 out of the 1,500. But he basically saying the dude gonna keep 1,000. Like, you don't, like, your math is off, bro. The math is off. The math ain't math.
But your pickup man is working with the victim against you or the stack or two.
Hey, by the way,
sometimes it was $500.
Hey, did you know that Big U was, because I always listen to you on Clubhouse and you said Big U, Big U's not like that. And from the wiretaps, Big U was telling these niggas, listen, I done knocked a couple niggas off and I'm still like that. I'll do it again. That's what he was saying.
Hey bro,
did you know he was like that?
What a nigga say and what a nigga doing, listen.
Oh, he was wrong.
You got a group of people that's already intimidated and scared of you for whatever reason, right? Bro, you can tell a nigga you just killed the rhinoceros and they gonna believe you. They ain't have to see it. Did you ever hear him give a description of who he did like that? I'm still. You got rappers in every song talking about what they doing and they did it. So just because a nigga saying, I'm like that, once you got their attention, like they mind. Whatever you feed it is what they gonna swallow, homie.
So
I'm telling you, and maybe
you don't live by. So like when you hear and you read
no,
some
every man, see, in these streets, every man is capable of murder, killing somebody. A coward motherfucker, kill a motherfucker, you scare him enough, right? But then you got some motherfuckers that's just what they do. You understand what I'm saying? That nigga, that's what they do. It is, nigga, it's like how you get up to take a piss.
Yeah.
They'll knock a nigga down.
Yeah.
It's not doing what I needed to do. Well, let's see what else we got going on here.
Happening to America. And I do think the birth of Logan Paul is much worse than 9/11.
Nah, that gotta be act. There's Pearl Harbor, World War II, the Tulsa Massacre, and then academics. And academics to me is worse than all that.
Delete it. Y'all go check deleted channel out, man. It's like hyphen, deleted, another hyphen on the other side. Y'all go check out deleted, man. I love this man's channel.
A bad weather storm, a tsunami. I think crops stopped growing. We had a water drought. I think we even had California fires the day he was born. I think at this point everybody knows I cannot stand academics. I just don't like them. So I got tagged to this video of academics, academia nut, academic. This man's on live stream, straight up gossiping like a schoolgirl. This nigga is trash. Gassing up top 5 on the phone. You really hyping him up to crash out on Kendrick Lamar when Kendrick pulls up to Canada for the GNX tour.
Yeah, but let me tell you something.
I'm gonna tell you, you gonna get, hey, they pull up on Kendrick in Toronto, they gonna get hurt, bro. They gonna get, if they pull up on Kendrick in Toronto, my nigga, I'm just gonna be honest with you, 100%, my G. It gonna be an issue. Let me check something right quick, y'all. Let me check something right quick. Okay. Alright, let's go.
Kendrick sucks, and he's abusing SZA. What do you think is gonna happen when he comes?
This top 5 bitch ass. Top 5 think he the hardest nigga that's walking the earth or whatever. Top 5 gonna get his shit popped off if he keep fucking with Kendrick, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If that nigga try some shit in Toronto, it gonna be trouble. It gonna be something that he don't want. He don't want to fuck with Kendrick. I swear to God, he don't want to fuck with that boy.
My city.
Yo,
This is my.
I'm getting word that they got a special video that when they come to that Rogers Arena or the Rogers Stadium, they're about to drop a video in the Gigi's. I'm just letting you know. Let
me tell you something.
Yo, I heard they got a Canada version of the show that's straight dissing. I'm just telling you.
So you're telling me right now.
Yes.
Let me tell you something.
That's word on the street.
Bro, what are you doing? What are we doing here? You supposed to be a journalist, not the lunchroom instigator. Trying to get 2 8th graders to throw hands behind the bleachers. This dude over here basically shaking the can of soda and then handing it to top 5. Like, here, bruh, open it. It'll be funny. A whole ass goofy. He don't even care if top 5 or Kendrick end up hurt. He just want to sit back, sip his Hennessy, and post clips for clout. He just wants to laugh, chuckle, and giggle. And top 5 dumb enough to fall for it too. He over here thinking it's loyalty when it's really just treating him like a pawn. Somebody called top 5 bottom 5. I couldn't stop laughing. Damn, that's what we call him now, bottom 5. I said he's like purse. I feel like he Drake's handbag. He's a little purse. He's Drake's designer dog, Chihuahua, over there hyped like a little kid on Red Bull, not even realizing that Act is setting his ass up for a Lifetime movie special while he sits at home ordering Uber Eats in his boxers. Like, come on, man. This is the same guy that was instigating the Chirac beats in 2014, by the way, and he still don't leave his house to this day, unless it's attached to a DoorDash order or something. I don't know. It's different than Sig, and it's different than...
We back. And we back. We're doing this
It's
shit until
violence.
it
This
go up.
man is actively hyping up top 5 to crash out and hurt Kendrick Lamar. And somehow nobody holds him accountable for this messy shit that he's been doing for years. The same shit he did during the Chirac Wars. He did the same shit with 6ix9ine, just gassing people up to see their demise. He's not for the culture, he's a leech to it. He's a parasite. Cosplaying as journalists, pushing hate, division, and fake beef for clicks. And if top 5 actually moves off this stupid shit Ack is pushing, bruh, that's literally opening the door for a RICO case. Dumbass, you're winning a date with the FBI. And for what? Over rap lyrics? Over bars? It was rap. It was blow for blow, bar for bar, until academics started calling Drake's people goons and started talking about gangs and all kinds of shit that wasn't even discussed until he started talking about it. Nobody looked at this beef like that until Ack started to open his big ass mouth. And I'm talking about during the beef. This shit didn't happen with Drake versus Meek. It didn't happen with Drake versus Pusha. But all of a sudden it happened with Kendrick. Suddenly Drake's the goon leader. And Kendrick gotta move careful. Man, shut that shit up. And if anything should pop off, let's keep it a stack. Academics needs to be held responsible too. He needs to be held accountable. Because all he's doing is egging the shit on, trying to get people hurt. It's corny, it's messy, and it's crash out bait. He's literally pushing that whole Kendrick might get touched narrative down everybody's throats, and you guys are swallowing it. You guys are swallowing it. Gurgling it. Nobody asked for this. Only academics asked for this shit. Cooked up that mess, served it cold, and everybody, even Drake, went back for seconds. Like it was Sunday dinner or some shit. Drake over here letting this dude hype him up. That's what got him packed out last year in the first place. If top 5 actually manages to do something dumb and Kendrick gets hurt, guess what? Ack's goofy ass gotta worry about Kendrick's whole team sliding first class to his house.
But wait!
Introducing Bridgestone Toronto Prestige, designed with enlightened technology for confident.
Wait! There's more!
If top 5 wakes up from his brain fog and realizes he just got finessed into doing free dirty work for a Twitch streamer, oh, he's gonna want to beat Ack's ass too. So at this point, you are the feds. You're basically gift wrapping evidence and hand delivering it like an Amazon employee. You can't be out here instigating assaults and then act shocked when the Penelopes pull up with RICO charges. You're not slick. You're not a mastermind. You're literally snitching on yourself and everybody and their damn mama in 4K. At this point, you gotta pick your L. Either way, you're getting packed up like a Lunchable. You're not safe. You're not smart. And you're definitely not even built for that type of shit. The way academics is talking, you would think rolling without security makes you Batman or some shit. No, dumbass. It makes you a headline. Nobody with a brain is stepping outside unprotected when they're the #1 artist in the world. Why the fuck would you willingly walk into danger? That's not gangster. That's just dumb. Who are you to prove anything to? Nobody cares you think somebody because they're walking around with security, bro. You're sitting behind your desk just like I am. You're sitting behind your desk just like I am, creating content. You're not in the field. You're not in the streets, just like I'm not in the field and I'm not in the streets. How can you even criticize somebody like that? Judging someone walking with security but too scared to catch Saucy Santana's fade and then go and cry about it is wild.
Sit here and act like, I know I'm in America, I gotta sit here and just act like I don't fuck with certain shit. I would never like it.
Nigga, we dealing with right now. Pull up to your headquarters. Headquarters. Niggas is in the streets. I wanna be in the road. No, headquarters. Nigga, what the fuck is somebody need you at your headquarters for? You know, but that's like, we from the hood. Oh yeah, that's like we tell the bitch, come in my house. Come in my house. Cause I can do whatever I want to see. We wanna meet you outside. I wanna meet you outside. I don't wanna.
You had a nigga with a beard and a BBL try to fuck at you, bro. The nigga got a beard and a BBL. And he tried you and you was crying, nigga.
Look to the motherfucking headquarters, bitch. Corporate ass nigga. 911, what's your emergency? Bitch, no. We're not doing that. We want to see you out the door, outside in the motherfucking fields, bitch. Fuck is you chatting about? Fuck is you talking about, bitch? Boxy man, bitch ass nigga. Nobody not pulling up to no motherfucking headquarters. Bitch, and after I bitch you, I'ma fuck you in your ass, cause you a bitch ass nigga. That's what you is. Bitch, you sit on your bitch ass.
Damn. You had a nigga talk to you like that, bro? Come on, bro. You had a nigga talk to you like that, dog? That man is a whole Fruit Loop and trying to fuck out of you, bro.
I got a BBL, bitch, and you a BBW. That's what you do. You a big black woman. That's what you is. Sitting on that motherfucking couch, chatting your motherfucking gums all motherfucking day, popping shit like a hoe. You always talk about a BBL, but you sit on your thick ass all day. You a motherfucking stallion to me, bitch. Actually, you're a motherfucking bull. You fucking blimp.
So before you judge Kendrick Lamar, you need to kind of look at yourself in your own face and your own reflection, man. Because you did not have that same energy with Saucy Santana. Walking without security, come on, man. Be fucking for real. You crazy as hell, bro. That's not hard. That's just dumb as fuck. Moving without security doesn't make you real. It makes you a future picture on a shirt. You will be on a t-shirt before you know it. And then everybody's going to be acting all fake sad on social media. They're going to be like, man, he should have had security. No shit. Grow the fuck up. Y'all are not teenagers. Grown-ass men with this dumbass logic. Since you want to think gangster for real, what mob boss you know move by themselves without their capos? What king moved through battles without an army? What are y'all even trying to prove at this point? What are you talking about? It's the fact all of this is because of rap. A pop artist at that. Drake is a fucking pop artist. You act like this dude was gangster rap or some shit. This ain't even the same as Tupac and Biggie. Even though that was gang politics, this ain't even nowhere near the same. This is not even the same thing as Jay-Z and Nas, who were two street dudes from New York. We're talking about Drake. He is a pop artist growing up with a silver spoon in his mouth, and you guys are hyping this guy and his friends up. It's insane to me. At this point, every time Academics opens his mouth, it's like watching a human Wi-Fi error. Every damn day he proves why he shouldn't have a platform, why he shouldn't even have a fucking podcast, a mic, a Wi-Fi signal, nothing. I'm so beyond annoyed, bruh. He's a grown man instigating shit like a 7th grader on a field trip, gassing up violence for clout like we're supposed to clap for him. It's embarrassing. Every live stream, every tweet, every dumbass opinion, every single one of them, he just reminds us he's the worst thing to happen to hip-hop culture. Bruh is the physical form of a bad internet connection. He's going to legit get someone hurt. Giving Academics a platform was the internet's equivalent of handing a toddler a loaded gun. He proves to us daily that you can be loud and wrong and somehow still have a following.
Keep going. Let me take a little break. Gotta look at a little something like this. See what I got going on. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna try to end this live, man. Like I said, I had a glitch. It's saying I was on live for 32 hours. So I'm gonna try to damn, it look like it might say 32 days. I don't know. No, I think it's 32 hours. But yeah, man, I'm about to get off of this live. I gotta go do a couple things. Gotta get a couple things popping or whatever. I might come back on later on tonight just to see what y'all talking about. Get some more shit popping in. Y'all kicking me in the Karma Cafe. I want y'all to like, subscribe, definitely share, definitely hit notification bell. If you want to support me, go to my YouTube. Go to the description, or you can go to the top of the channel, and you can hit my cash out. Y'all have a good evening. I might come back, I might not. But just know that I love y'all and God loves y'all more. Peace and definitely one.